Welcome to my channel Journey of Spirit. The situations you people get yourself into, I don't know. I do know. Yeah, it was something about how life would really be for someone with the gift. And I have a nice example. I had a lot of downloads, channeled messages, and I was like, I can be cleaning my pool. Be like, let me clean it all out, all up. And be like, wax on, wax off, nice and zen. I was cleaning my pool and I had an awkward feeling, eerie sensation, and heard something about a conversation of somebody either abusing the power of authority or someone wanting to abuse authorities to gain power. Had to do with children. And if something doesn't sit well with me, I'm like... So I was cleaning my pool thinking I could be zen, and in the traditional way of being a spiritual person, instead of being zen, you get okay, not today. And let it drop and be like, I'm out, I'm doing something else. So the energies that followed up on that day were people being like your shadow. Everywhere you are active, they pop up. Had an Asian escort or lover or one neither. But that had a layered, because I had dreams also where people engaging in, where it is like, as in you are there present, and then you see the morphing of faces, and then you see a completely different person where they are with. So as in that resembles, they either feel they need to be with you, fantasize about you, or the other way around, or are using those bodies as in helping to manifest you. And that's, yeah. Anyway, in one scenario of this Asian woman I saw, they threw her out because they got caught. And it was like, that's why I thought it was like an escort kind of, not Ford escort, but because she was thrown out so easily, like garbage. Someone sees your power of destruction and saw that as being a power couple, as in marrying you would make their enemies fear them. And I was like, that's a good moral concept, nice principle to be loving, to start a loving relationship. I'm like, who wants that? Another energy fears that destruction part. And an energy that is aloof about it. Like, if you're sick and tired of something, or if she, then it's just like hitting the red button and see demo happening. I don't know. So people abusing Venus, that's how the channeled message came through. People abusing Venus, Isis energy. So for example, they have seen my previous video. Then they did some kind of research, as in whatever ties into what and when, then it's beneficial to do some 18 plus magic. I saw them, and this was like later the day today. I was like, Mama Bear went, what? Dark Knight was like, we have an excuse. That is basically on my Dark Knight. I was like, can I? And I'm like, because the magic that I saw, for instance, two people in a hotel room, or in a room, where the person was in a feminine masculine energy, dynamic, where that person has a certain charm or energy of himself, but still needed to see or to play with if it would work on, I don't know. It was some crazy devil mind. My inner demon was like, but the energy in itself as it played out, when you are excited to see someone, then you have a certain silence. If you are familiar with the energy and you practice the energy, you know how you can, when you look into someone's eyes and have that moment, you know how you can build up that energy. And it be like, that is a playful way of doing it. But it was that energy mixed with an additional someone. So I'm going to show it. But then I saw it in a vision. Did this. So be there, looking at you, but somehow covering your third eye with that energy I just mentioned. As I saw it, the person themselves, their free will, their sovereign part, would back out somehow, and the person would be hypnotized and drawn into something with the sovereign mind they wouldn't do in that moment. And there was a certain whisper. But I also saw that Kundalini awakening energy. It was an energy as in a red ball down there, and then as in also a form of seduction to give you the whole. Anyway, the whole setting was off, if you ask me. But I'm an old-fashioned type of girl. I'm like, I see you and I click with you. I see you and I see your charm. Then I'm curious. It is also when it comes to doing the channel, any content, any platform, like with that energy of putting up makeup, looking a certain way, yada yada yada. Yeah, it's good for the image. I'm like, cool belief system. Yeah. Someone asked me in the ethers, and I was like, I can do all of that. As in the mass does that. And then I blend in a group. Then I fall away basically because I'm would be similar to others. Where people also, if you know psychology, have a certain curiosity, yeah. So when I act aloof, being aloof, having whatever I'm going through, and there was gossip anyway, thanks for the free advertisement, people get more curious as in what the, and how would she be acting out or whatever not. So it's people being people, me knowing people, me being me, and you like me or you don't, and whatever others deem as negative, I'm like, is it dope? Yeah? Back on topic. So, crazy back and forth in relations, connections. Yeah, so I was on the example, my previous video. Then you will get people like, oh, if you share this, that, so and the other, didn't I warn you? People will look up, blah, 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 and go do whatever they want to do. So there, in that setting, I saw the rebel energy. So, but then for the people who thought that something like that could have happened. I'm talking in that video about root issues from a holistic point of view. Here is a follow-up of it. Yet, that don't tell energy was fear-based. So the previous rotten apples fallen out of a group, or it is the group, and that's why an individual left, abusing the not shared info, your info, that you didn't share, as in we can fill in the gaps, as in storytelling. And in my example, as in a metaphor, it is like I have seen some organizations who saw an inventive thing, a new age thing, be like, yay, it's great, it's didn't get schooled properly, educated on the topic, because it was let's go and let's go with flow. So they are gathering all kinds of data with or without your knowledge. In this case, I sensed the energy as in they gathered a buttload of information on your behalf, let's say. Yeah? Concocted the story already and just starting to explain it to you. Feed you back that information they have found. So they were gathering, they made a belief out of it. So now they were trying to shove their belief, their manifestation down your throat, as in we got a bulk, we see it like this, as in a rigid kind of mindset, and we have to be right because the system and our that kind of energy. So when I, for instance, as a spiritual being, cleaning out a pool, letting that drop, be like, I will do that. Let me do something else to see if that. And then I got a whole lot of other distractions. And it's a blessing because now I was asking, please Lord, give me strength, give me the peace of mind to convey this message. Because you know I'm not afraid to go. Yeah. So here we are. Yeah. Because the next, when you think you are finished, no. Person try to infect a celibate person with their non-celibate actions. And that brought me back to an experience I had. That wonderful twin flame. Where they had a accident. You being celibate. Well, if you do it, then we're even. As in, then you can't hold it against me. I was like, as if I got celibate to feed that kind of energy. Or end up Yeah, but I, and I, yeah. In this case, yeah. Also multi layered because you had those people with some kind of disease were like, nah, I'm screwed. Now I got a God complex. I can foretell someone's or hold someone's destiny in my hands. And due to my trauma, yada yada yada, my whatever, I'm going to spread that. Yeah. Now there's a similar energy trying to interfere that way with your celibacy. For the overall group, just where it's just plain and simple and yeah, it isn't that entangled yet. For the love of me, I'm like, if a celibate person wanted to be part of a community in a icky way of society in that way, be inseminated by a population, basically, that's what it boils down to, then that person wouldn't be celibate in the first place. Plain and simple. Also, one less known person. So you're in the mix or in between of not being popular to shooting star, in between. Yeah? Someone, because you are not that popular yet, they are abusing your name and having an email or a chat in your name with a popular person or a influential person. Oh dear. That's why I needed strength. I was like feminine in higher position. Hold on. Jonah! Wat moet je doen? Bed. Feminine in higher position used love illusion of client to make a case against clients. So the client thought, oh, that feminine is infatuated with me. And she was like, yeah, I believe that. And busted. Or she generally believed you in the first place, or whoever you are dealing with. Had some nudges, inklings of, did research and was like, holy, okay, let's play. Also, feminine I like. Not necessary, because generally they, but I can see the irony behind it and I'll be like, my Dark Knight be like, Also multidimensional, it's a collective. Another one was corrupt. A corrupt feminine in a higher place. Was already flagged by certain behaviors. So it was on a blacklist or something. Or, yeah, rendered suspicious. She didn't know about it, so masculine didn't know about it either. Thought she would be protection for him. And he got duped. Short end of the stick as she got reined in. Person who stole your knowledge, content in collaboration, or in a collaboration, so to speak, behind the scenes, because I don't know what people are on these days. We are better. Yeah, that was manifest. On an enlightened path. So, this was a word-to-mouth collaboration and or a telepathic connection, as in a collaboration where a person to save you, help you, would put your content under their name and promote it in their name. Be like when it came to a payout or equal, yeah, they got benefits out of it. They got popularity and money. Yeah, they are gaining that. You be like, and they be like, yeah, get to it. Don't worry, get to it. We get to it. I'll get to it, and then be like, ghosting you, but still keeping that or incoming money. They felt the burn of karma. Now stalking you and blaming you of being that cold. So mirror, mirror, you are mirroring their, nah, get to it. Nah. Yeah, but now it's happening to them. It's like the biggest insult you could ever. Mind blowing. That's why my